drop it on you because people drop game on me, and and you got so-called OGs that ain't really OGs these days, man. They don't tell you. It will tell you how to go get your ass a case, how to go, man, how you let somebody do you like that? You know what?
If someone ever says that to you, go in the op. Do not be friends with that person. If everybody ever said that to you, how you gonna let them do that to you? Do not be friends with that person ever again.
Because sometimes, man, you can't let most of the time you cannot let your emotions control your actions, and that's the part. That's the part that gets you locked up. Man, go handle your business, man. I'm finna go home. Okay. What? Are you gonna let the nigga? Yep, I am. Because today ain't today. Because he gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. In fact, let me tell you a quick story. True story.
Please.
Just happened to me last Wednesday. Back in the day, me and my partners, we had an issue. My street and the street around the corner, we always fought. They was kind of the bad dudes. We was the good kids. We wasn't no punks. We just didn't like them messing with us. My partner, my best friend got into a hassle with a dog, over a dog. It wasn't even my dog. It was my partner's dog, okay? My partner, his dog beat up the other dude's dog, and because my partner didn't go to school with us, they told him they was going to beat me up because I was his friend because his dog beat up his dog. I don't like the damn dog. Why am I in this shit? So my partner said, man, I can't let you get jumped on. I'm going to go around here and fight this dude. Just come by and watch it. Come and watch my back. I go to watch his back. We drive over there in my hoopty, roll over there. I'm sitting on the hood watching my partner and this dude tangle up. My partner started winning. He's a country dude. He was handling. They come out at the house with them big old Thanksgiving forks. Y'all seen them this Thursday, big long tenderizing forks, and they tried to stab my boy. I go, and I'm a low rider. Back then, everybody kept a bumper jack handle by their door. I grab a bumper jack handle. I put a little work in, crack some ribs, crack a couple foreheads. All of a sudden, go get the gun. Now it's time to go. We leave. We're talking about 1973, 74 youngsters. And we leave running. But I left my car. My car is still there. So I go home, get my mama's car, and I stopped by my daddy's house. I had an old 22 bolt action rifle, just shy of a musket, one bullet at a time. I'm going to get my car. I go get my car, man. I looked around there. They just taking all my 8-tracks out my car, kicking my doors and stuff. And I go to get my car. And anyway, it wasn't nice. The guy tried to take my car from me, tried to take the gun from me. I shoot at the ground. Make a long story short, we finally got the car back. And we committed a few acts of terrorism on the ass. I ain't gonna get the detail on this video, but we had a few acts of terrorism to keep them in check. Oddly enough, I go to a church function, a buddy of mine's a pastor, and who walks in the room other than the brother that we had committed acts of terrorism on back in the 70s? There he is. And guess what? He was glad to see me. We didn't talk about it. But I know what I did. He know what happened. But you know what? Two old dudes can laugh about that shit today. That shit was 40-some years ago, man. Maybe 50-some years ago. We can laugh about that today. And yeah, we was trying to be badasses, but we wasn't trying to hurt nobody. We just wanted to just leave us alone. Leave me alone. Don't mess with me. That was my only message. I wasn't trying to catch no case, catch no body. It wasn't about all that right there. And because I didn't catch a body, I didn't catch a case, we committed acts of terrorism, hood terrorism, as you want to call it. But for the most part, man, because we were able to get past it, we can laugh about it as old ass men today. And that's, I ain't gonna say that's what it's all about, but the show beats anything else, man. The show beats going to the penitentiary or going to a damn funeral. That's all I can tell you about that right there.
Man, Lonzo, dude, dropping that game, man. You know what? Since we're talking about childhood and things like that, I want to keep it on this subject because I was watching a Montel Jordan interview, the 90s singer. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. He has a Vlad TV interview, and he said one line out of a 15-minute clip that I was watching that stuck in my head, and I would love your thoughts on it, especially since you grew up with the father who was in your life. Montel Jordan said, here he goes. He said he never joined the Crips because he was, quote, more afraid of Mr. Jordan, his dad, than he was of the Crips. I thought that was so powerful when he said that. It was just a one line that he said, and I was like, oh my God, that hit me, dude. Talk to me about your pops and how, you know, it sounds like you not only respected him, but you probably feared him a little bit as well.
Man, my old man, he was like 5'9", maybe 5'10". He wasn't that tall, but he had big wrist, big ass forearms and shit, from swinging axes and shit as a kid and doing what he did. And his hands was rough as concrete. So the one time he whooped my ass, okay, with his hand, I figured out this is not going to be a good look in the future. So, and he was a smart old dude. He never really hollered, okay? He never hollered, but he would tell you stuff in a way that when you did something messed up, you cry and apologize, okay? You cry and apologize. Me and my sister both, because my daddy had us so psychologically tuned in. He was so psychologically tuned into us. He could just say, "Man, you know what? I'm just disappointed. Go, just leave me alone right now. No, I don't want you to be around me right now. Just go in the house." Nigga start crying. But here you go, okay? Because we wanted to be around our dad, okay? My brother, he didn't give a damn, okay? But me and my sister, my younger sister, we were so tuned into my dad that if we couldn't be around him, that was a punishment worse than an ass whooping, okay? And because he always talked so good about us. Me and my sister was laughing about this on Thanksgiving. My name was Champ. Her name was Lucy. Her name was Cynthia, but he called her Lucy, and we never understood why. Okay, and the names didn't mean that, but those are his pet names for us. If he called me Eric or Lonzo, I'm in trouble. Okay, and when he called me with that money that time, I was about 18, 19 years old. Called me with the money called me with the money from Alpine Village. I was scared to death, and I hadn't done nothing. Okay,
remind everybody, he thought you were selling dope, but you were really DJing at Alpine Village.
He was about to dig off in my ass. Say, "Hold on, man, no, I ain't doing that like that. Come on by Alpine Village and see what I'm doing." Okay, and he's boy, he thought I was bullshitting, and like, dude, oh man, he was hot. He thought he caught me. He thought I slipped up, and like Montel Jordan, I was afraid of that dude. Okay, I was afraid. He was not to be messed with. Okay, I seen my old man handle some things before, like, damn, not to be messed with. And but on the same token, once he realized that I wasn't selling dope and I was trying to do something different, he was my number one supporter. Okay, and with that fear came a lot of love. All right, with that respect came a lot of love, I should say. And like I said, he was my number one supporter till he passed, man.